Okay, ladies and gentlemen and everything in between, welcome back to Project Drastic. This is Foog, yet again. Sorry for the delay, but, well, there's quite a story to tell. As you may recall in the last episode, I mentioned sciatica, which was the reason why moving the futon mattress was such a pain. Now, sciatica was a problem that I had pretty severely and chronic back in 2002 all the way to 2006. Caused exceptional amounts of pain. Well, it seems I got it again. What does that mean? Pain. Yes, pain right now. My right side, base of spine, all the way down the right leg. But before we get into that, I did say I would show you guys the house. I said I might show you the family. We're gonna hold back on that for now. First, I'll show you the room as it was a few weeks back, actually. Shortly after I'd moved in, I took some footage. Let's start there, shall we?
Okay, so Project Drastic continues. As you can see, this is not the old apartment at all. This is my old bedroom. And yes, it is quite a mess. It has been a little while since I've moved in, to be honest. As you can probably see, a lot of stuff's been moved around. Some progress has been made with, setting things up here and there. But for the most part, I'm still a long way from done. I can't even go to bed tonight yet, so, like I said, plenty needs to be done. We took care of a lot of the clothes first, surprisingly, and then naturally the computer came second, because that's like my hub of brains, things, whatever. And of course, having music on helps to motivate, getting things done. You can turn on music and then just work. The sound system's up with the PS3 over there. And I was watching Nintendo Capri, well, not really watching. Nintendo Capri Sun was playing in the background there while I was getting stuff done. He's actually really hilarious. I don't know if any of you guys know about him, but he's pretty hilarious to just sort of play, whether you're paying attention or not, he's pretty fun to have as either like a main show or background noise. Either way, he's awesome. So check him out. I don't know, but yeah, Project Drastic continues. I guess this is considered phase 2 or whatever. Phase 1 being moving out of Milford. Hi. And then phase 2 being Southborough. Phase 2, I guess, mostly saving up and stuff, and then in time actually getting out of here, and more will come on that later. I suppose there's a lot of explaining left to do, but we'll get to that, so till then.
Okay, so as you saw, shortly after I'd moved in, things were a bit crazy. As you can imagine, it's not half that bad anymore. I could show you, but that would... I'm not gonna take you for like a tour of my house. That's kind of creepy, but instead I'll take a look.
Okay, this is the Ross household in Southborough, Massachusetts, and it is unreasonable degrees outside out here for Massachusetts standards. Maybe not really. We get some of the coldest winters out here and some of the most stupidly hot summers, and this would happen to be one of them. This is the front of the house. You got the street, and then the branch, so we're kind of connected to 2 streets, but we're on this one for whatever reason. My car. And we've been living here ever since I was about, 7 years old or so. I'll take you for a quick view of the back side. This is the back side of the house. I'll get a better view in a moment. Deck, barbecue and grill and whatever. And I'll show that trench in a little bit. Let's take you for a better view of this. Yeah, back side of the house, that little back corner thing is actually kind of a porch. Semi-outside. So that's the house. Southborough, Massachusetts. That's pretty much it. I'll have to show you all the house I grew up in at some point. That's a much nicer place in my opinion, but, whatever.
Okay, so that was the outside of the house, at least. Like I said, no tours. A couple weeks back, honestly. July 16th. My dad needed some help working out in the yard. He had actually rented an excavator, like a little mini excavator, and was going to dig up the dry well in the backyard. And just needed some help with shoveling, and he needed help with the grunt work while he operated the heavy machinery. We dug up what was kind of a dry well. It's actually more like just gravel and bricks thrown underground. Literally, it was garbage. I don't even understand it. I mean, you'd think a dry well would be like a well in your yard to keep your house dry, not gravel and bricks kind of in there. Anyway.
And here is the culprit now. A lot of work has been done. This is actually not as deep as it was for a while. This is kind of a pseudo dry well. We had to dig it up so that we could actually fix it, and it was probably about a whole 2 feet deeper than this, maybe a little bit more. And then we dug this trench. Actually, my dad used an excavator he rented to dig up this trench, but then my little brother Joseph and I ended up shoveling and picking and fixing the thing. Actually, you can still see the hose coming out the other end over here. This is our new drainage pipe. It's supposed to prevent the house from flooding whenever we get rain, which happened all the time. Not the rain so much as the flooding. But, so, yeah, this is the beast. This is why I'm messed up. Right around here, or so, there's a big boulder. You can't see that anymore, but I took a mattock to it. And at least our best bet is that's what really messed me up, because using a shovel and digging around and doing stuff like that was not that big a deal, at least in my personal opinion. But I went crazy on that boulder with a mattock for about 5 minutes without really stopping, and I was just going crazy. I didn't break it in the end. I gave it some pretty good scarring, but whatever.
We worked hard that day. I felt fine that whole day, but the next morning I woke up in serious pain. We all went to church. I was writhing, went back home, took some painkillers, and it was just bad. So Monday morning I called in to work, said I just couldn't make it, went over to the chiropractors, which I'd actually been going to the chiropractor for a little while. Went back to the chiropractor to see if he could help me out, and he gave me a note to stay out of work. On Thursday I was like, this is not working, nothing's helping, I might go see a doctor. So I went over to Southborough Medical Group.
Southborough Medical, where I just checked in with Dr. Frank Chow, got a copy of my x-rays from last week, and got referral to get an MRI for Sunday, 2 p.m. So that was pretty successful, I guess, for the most part. The funny thing is, Dr. Frank Chow said that he would rather me not go back into surgery, but that's about all I'm really thinking would be a good idea at this point. So, well, we shall see later.
Got x-rays, found out that what the chiropractor thought was a problem, my sacroiliac joint, which is the joint between your pelvis and your spine, that was what he thought was my problem. That was fine. So I went and got MRIs instead.
Well, I just got my MRI done over at a place called Shields MRI in Framingham. It's right over here. Yeah, there it is. Nice place, actually. Last time I got an MRI done, it was like ghetto. Yes, car, I know. It was ghetto last time I got an MRI. This place was actually pretty nice. Real quick, they were like, it'll be 20 minutes. It lasted about maybe 10, 12. Not very long at all. Okay, car, okay. Yeah, my seatbelt. Yeah, so MRI's done. I should know about what's actually going on in about 2-3 days or so, and we'll see what happens from there. So, yeah.
Now I've gotten MRIs done, and it looks like I'm going to go in for surgery again. So, what is sciatica? Sciatica is when the nerve that runs down your spine and then through your legs gets pinched or hurt or something like that, and you feel anything from minor to very severe pain because your nerve is being damaged or pinched or whatever. And my case back between 2002 and 2006 was really severe. Eventually I needed to get surgery. But it was like a 1-day surgery. Boom, went in, got it done. When I woke up, I was like, yay, alright. They said I was the happiest person in the hospital. I went home that same night, and boom, it's just fine. It'd been no problem for 5 years. And then all of a sudden, just now, of course, when I'm in the middle of Project Drastic, naturally, it rears its ugly head again. Basically, Project Drastic has been hamstrung. No pun intended. I'll make videos if it leads to surgery, things like that. But we'll see what happens. I don't think that it should delay Project Drastic. I have almost all of August to work with, and as long as I can get work done before the end, then I mean, it should be good. Project Drastic might be a little dull for a little while, so I'm not sure how many more videos I'll have going on until either A, surgery, B, start packing up again, or whatever. So until next time, take it easy.